guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Cancer for July 2020. Happy birthday for anyone who is a Cancer watching this. If your birthday's in June, if your birthday's in July, happy birthday and happy belated birthday if I missed it. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here, especially to my subscribers. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel at the end of this, if you feel it resonates, please feel free and subscribe. Join the journey with me. Be wonderful to have you along the ride. So just remember what this reading is general. Take the messages you feel are for you and that apply to your situation. Take the rest and disregard it, toss it, and go about your day. But know as well that no matter what messages do come through today, it's still up to you and your active free will, how you integrate this message, the choices you make, and the steps you take in your world to get your fulfillment. And to me, that's personal freedom. So I'm going to take a moment just to call in spirit. I'm going to ask my team of light, as well as Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, as well as the goddess Isis, to join us today. I'm going to ask them to guard, guide, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible to deliver only the messages for the highest good of those of us watching. I also felt really drawn today to bring you guys Water Babies a shell, because to remember as well, I feel like I'm hearing already, like tapping into your emotions, understanding as well that the emotions that you feel are true, they're valid, you're absolutely allowed, and I heard requested and supported to express whatever feelings it is that you need to express, and even if it's just to yourself. So that's something that I've got coming through. We're going to start off with the Mario Dugue Messages from Life Oracle, just as an overarching energy that Spirit would have us be aware of this month, or some helping energy that would help us along this ride. So let's see here, Spirit, what do you have for the sign of Cancer for July 2020? Thank you. We get the Path of Light. So if you want to see here this picture, it's a journey, it's a path. So for those of us who are just new to our journey, I'm feeling like I'm hearing already, like there may be some bumps along your ride, but remember, it's not a linear path. It's not something that's meant to be, a hop, skip, and a jump and we're over. It's something that's a process. It's years in the process. And for those of you well into your ascension process, well into your path, remember as well that things can change, times change as well, and maybe things that were right for us at the path at the beginning, we may have swayed from that. We may realize, that was a learning process. Everything in our world is a learning process on this path of light, but to know that it will eventually end in our success. So this is also this sunshine, this wonderful, beautiful solar plexus energy and self-confidence, and to also remember self-radiance. So I'm going to read this to you. If I invoke any feelings, what was it? Why were they here? And how can you help put this into your day-to-day existence? How can you help it propel you and drive you forward? So, life places the perfect people and situations on my path to help me advance on my journey of inner growth. In spite of all obstacles, I have the courage. I become aware of life's experiences and I study them wisely in order to improve myself. I choose to grow in faith and am confident that at the end of my road, I will join the light. They're asking me for the bottom of the deck here, which is attaining peace. I look within myself and stop blaming the outside world for my misfortunes. Through my searching and my efforts to gain purity, I transform myself. The material riches that I have acquired are not important. The riches that I will discover within myself are all that matter. Step by step in my spiritual quest, I free myself, I rise higher, and I attain true inner peace. This is awesome, because I feel like one of the things as well, the further along we go on our spiritual journey, I feel like it's important because we become more authentic and we become more freely able to express our authentic feelings, our authentic individuality, our autonomy in this world. And this is really asking you to use everything that comes to you in your life as an experience, as a lesson, as something to learn and grow from, and to free yourself from any ideas, any debilitating mindsets, anything that tell you that it has to be in one way, things have to look this way, or I'm not successful. Free yourself from that and remember that it's step by step, it's baby steps. along the road. So as well as with this attaining peace, I feel like this water fountain is really important. Some of you, if you're struggling to keep peace in your world right now, get by water. You know, listen to some even fountains, some of those Zen fountains. Listen to different frequencies on YouTube. You may want to just go sit by water and meditate for a while. But remember that it doesn't matter what we have in this world. It's the richness that we hold within ourselves that really matters. And they showed me this. Love appears. So I feel like this is first and foremost love for yourself and love out into the world. I do not dwell upon my pain. I stop fighting against the things that have hurt me. I rise up boldly and ask for the understanding that will free me of my duality. Through my desire to stay in the light of my being, God will send his helping angels so that love and peace find their way to me. So rather than dwelling on past hurts, if you're experiencing, like we are in Mercury retrograde right now, if you're experiencing bouts of darkness, if you are kind of going through some shadow periods or shadow work, what I'm hearing is remain in the light. You can surround yourself with white light, you can surround yourself with yellow light, you can ask for protection from the divine, but ensuring that no matter what hurdles or challenges that you have in your way right now, you can overcome them, and therefore your highest good. It's how you go about these challenges, how you rise above these challenges. And I was really strongly guided today to bring this little guy. Okay, so it's a painted rock. There's dinosaurs with a mountain. We've got the stars, solar system here. And just, it spoke to me at the time. But I feel like this is stuff that's like generations and in the making. To remember your connectivity as well to different star systems for some of you, but also to connect this with the evolution of our planet, that again nothing stays the same, and that some of the energy that you may be working through, even I heard some of the darkness that we may be working through at this time, is stuff that has been here for a really long time, and we're here to clear it. So just stay true to you, stay true to your feelings, speak with authenticity, stay in the light, and remember, on this path to light, nothing happens that isn't meant to happen. Or if it does, find the lesson, find the light. So this is actually a new deck. It is the self-care, the sacred self-care. So I'm going to pull one of these as well for this, because I feel like that was a really positive message, but you may be going through something that's not so positive right now. So I'm going to grab one of these cards just to see what we can do here to kind of keep our light going strong. For Cancer, please. What messages do you have for Cancer? Thank you. Got quite a bit, but I'm going to show you them. So the first one here is abundance planning. Absolutely. I want to get to you a little bit from the book, because there's more to that one than just planning abundance. The mantra here, I attract a level of abundance in alignment with my self-worth and reflective of my generous nature. So your financial health is an essential aspect of your overall wellness practice. It takes time. It's time to take a closer look at how you're spending. This is also how can you lower your spending, where can you move things around. This is not just financial abundance, however, it's generating more money. When you put your energy towards it, you'll often find new ways to do so. So if you are kind of looking at your finances and trying to figure out how can I make more money, where can I find more abundance, write it down, like they say here, so that you can also see it and hold yourself accountable if it's having to reduce spending habits and things like that. I heard like if you're planning to pay off debts and things like that as well, this is money management. I heard time management as well. But this is not just about financial statistics. This is also about gratitude and calling in all of the abundance that is meant for you. And those mantras and those affirmations helps. Abundance flows freely to me now. Financial abundance flows freely to me now. I am able to make choices in my finances that help me gain and attain more abundance. You have make a meal. cook something for yourself. That's actually one of the ways we can save some money too, usually, is rather than eating out. If that's something that you do, cook something at home. But this is also being in control of what you put in your body. Spend time with animals. So for some of you, I heard Cinderella as well, but for some of you, this is get outside, get out into nature, pay attention to the birds, the bees. The stag here is also important. This is representative of June usually, and kind of this idea of unconditional love. But also for me, this is spend some time with your dogs, your cats, because animals are very therapeutic for us. And some of this stuff as well is, this is getting our mind off the 3D, getting our mind off our finances, getting our mind off of being on a path, and just enjoying the little things in our world. We have chanting. For some of you as well, this may be very, very healing. If you're not chanting, like Buddhist mantras, some of this could be trying light language. For some of you, this could be singing, sound healing, but using your vocal cords in different ways. And that's an 8. They want me to give you a little bit of that too. Okay, so this mantra is perfect for what I was picking up at the very beginning. My voice is heard. My voice is heard. If you're feeling unheard, your voice is heard. And I feel like some of this stuff as well is super important on making your meal, spending time, writing out your financial plan, because it also gets you in tune with you, that you're hearing your own voice. You're setting goals for yourself. And when other people are around, you're able to communicate this, articulate this. So if you're new to chanting, you can start by learning the tone Om and the sound for each chakra. At first, practice chanting on your own to gain a level of comfort. So I'm not very good with this either, but they say the crown is Om, the third eye is Om, throat Ham, heart Yam, solar plexus Ram, sacral Vam, and the root Lam. So for some of you as well, you may want to go on YouTube and kind of just look up some of the chakra chanting and see if that helps you as well to kind of clear your energy field. We have beauty routine here. This is painting your nails, taking care of yourself, giving yourself a haircut, getting a haircut if you're able to. Just doing things that make you feel good for you. But this is also about a bath, hygiene, things that make you shine and make you feel just as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside. And we also have an altar here, making an altar. And for this is setting up things that are sacred to you. It doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to go anywhere and follow any rules on what an altar needs to look like. It could be special items for you. I find a lot of times as well, a candle is important with the fire aspect. You could light an incense though, whatever you need to do. And if it helps you to fixate on this, that's important as well. But for some of that, just especially for this attaining piece, and at the bottom we have watch a movie. Watch something that you like, something that's going to make you smile, something that you think is funny, something that'll make you think, whatever it is that you feel is important. But I feel like this month, self-care is so important, and it's important not just to figure out, where we're going to plan our finances, but to take care of ourselves as well, and to really ensure that we are connecting to the heavens, connecting to the divine on our own way here as well. So sound healing, rituals, also what I heard, and if there's anything you like to do like that, definitely take some time to do it. So I'm going to get some tarot now. I'm using the Wildwood Tarot to get a few messages here. Spirit, what would you have anyone who's watching know? And this is for Cancer. Oh my. So one fell to my feet. We have the 3 of arrows here. Let's see. I'm going to keep that. Wasn't my feet, sorry, it's my lap. Cancer, July 2020. So we also have the Knight of Bows, which is the fox. And this could be a messenger as well. This could be something coming in quick. This could be, I even heard a date. That could be where some of these beauty rituals are coming from. But somebody wanting to come in with a message, something passionate, something heated as well. And we also have the Ancestor here, which stands between 2 worlds. And I feel like whatever messages you get, or whatever communication that comes, whatever movement forward, because it may not be with someone else, it may be something you're thinking of doing, and a movement that you're thinking, you know what, I'm wanting to charge forward, and I'm wanting to clear my own path. I'm ready to take the steps beyond these two poles and travel into a new world. With this jealousy here, this is a lot of heartbreak, and I feel like this is also saying not to be jealous of what other people have, not to compare ourselves to others, because that only leads to ruin and heartbreak, really, to get out of the comparison and to move forward with what we can. To also remember as well that, much like this path of light, the drum, the universe, the constancy, it's constantly moving. This world is constantly spinning and constantly in motion. And the thing is that even if we've had hard times, we have to keep going forward. And this is pretty awesome that it is time to move forward. There's also a new moon here. And I feel like this is important too, because this is the feminine aspect of this with the ancestor. But this is traipsing into the unknown. New horizons are on the way as well. Tell me about this, please. And I felt like this had ancestors written all over it. I feel like for some of you, your movement forward as well, you may be connecting with ancestral lineage, ancestral knowledge. There may be something passed down to you as well. Spirit, can you tell me about the ancestor? Thank you. You have this 7 of Vessels here. For some of you, there may have been a loss of a loved one. But if this is not the loss of a loved one crossing into the other side, this is really needing to let go of the old bones. Really needing to let go of this jealousy as well, I feel like, with the 7 of Vessels. And this one calls it mourning. It's not about confusion. It's not about making choices so much in having different options with this deck, but or different people. It's about letting go of the things that are no longer meant for us on this path. If someone or something has crossed either over into the other side, it's their new adventure. And I feel like if this is ancestral, like if this is a person, it doesn't mean that they can't still guide you, they can't still hear you, you can talk to them. And I feel like that's also really important here on this path of light with this attaining peace. And this love appears. I think that's why this was important too, about not dwelling on situations from the past, because we really need to let that go to cross through this threshold to move forward. Because if we're holding on to all of the spots in our worlds that didn't work, if we're holding on to jealousy because these people have something that I don't, or this person I want in my life and they're with this person, you know, we really need to focus on ourselves, I feel like, here. And with that passed on loved one, again, they can still hear you. If you speak to them, you can still get guidance from them. For some of you, if you're doing meditation, you know, you may choose to do sort of a meditation where you're asking to connect with the spirit of your loved one, or ask them to be a guide. I'm hearing shamanic work as well, going up into the heavens. I also heard to make sure you have an anchor to come back. But to trust your own self and to trust your own gut here. Tell me about this ancestor, please, more. So there's the 2 of Stones, but a challenge. That if I honestly feel like with this path too, that there may have been some really challenging times. If this situation with the mourning and with jealousy, this ancestor needing to move on, if there's been a lot of challenge, and we have the 4 of Swords here, it was in the reverse. If there's been a lot of challenge that's felt like you can't rest because you just feel like you're in this fight or flight mode, is what I heard. I feel like there's blue here, and I heard is you need to get to the truth of the matter. But before fighting with other individuals, before engaging in kind of quarrel or conflict, you need to get into what is right for you, right? On my path, what is right for me? This could even be with this ancestor with this 2 of Stones, family members or people in your family or loved ones who don't agree with your path and who have kind of made it their mission, or to sabotage your mission, or to try and make you question or doubt your path. And if that kind of stuff has made it so that you're constantly uneasy, I feel like that is really something where you need to question, do I deserve that? Because you don't. These all fell out too. I'm going to put them back because there's too many there. But thank you. So my question was, what's causing the unrest? What's causing the uneasiness? And we get two things. We get 6, the Lovers. So this could be an air sign quality, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is a decision in love as well. And this is also a very beautiful card. Hand fasting ceremony here. Very connected as well. And we get the Shaman. Now the Shaman was in reverse. Not so much feeling like it needs to be reversed, but I feel like there could be someone in the reverse. This is usually the Magician. In the reverse, it's somebody who could be very manipulating, very conniving, very much wanting to get their own way at all costs, regardless of how it's going to hurt other people. And when we have that kind of person in our life, like I heard narcissistic quality, when we have people like that in our life, it is really difficult sometimes to rest our mind. If we are still in a trauma mode, or if we're still talking or communicating with this person, because it means that whatever is important to us, if it doesn't fit their agenda, and this is just for some of you, that they're going to get heard meaner and meaner. They may be jealous of your path and try and make you doubt yourself, to sabotage as well. And I feel like with this Lovers here, it may be somebody, again, this could be Gemini, this could be as well, though, someone that you have a romantic relationship with, but this could also be, it's time to make a choice. And it's time to make a choice of, do you let someone else sabotage you, or do you flip it around and say, nah, I'm the master of my own destiny, and along this road I have no one to answer to but myself and the choices that you have, because the choices that you have, you're the one that has to live with them. So I feel like if there's a situation where we're saying goodbye to someone or an old way of being, even if we know that things are difficult, even if we know a relationship is bad for us, even if we know that this person is narcissistic and I will never win with them, it doesn't mean it won't be hard to walk away. It doesn't mean there wasn't good times, and it doesn't mean it won't hurt. So I feel like if that part resonates, remember that this whole situation, this is your time. This is your time to move past the jealousy, move past things that get you stuck and stagnant. And I was reading the Green Witch Tarot the other day, and the 3 of Swords in that particular deck wasn't about jealousy, wasn't about heartbreak. It was about not waiting too long to make a decision, to make your decision and to jump like the fool. So whatever felt right in your gut, not overthinking it so much as well. For some of this, I feel like even though I don't own the Green Witch Tarot, I was using my mom's deck, but I think that it was really important because it was a way of looking at it I hadn't thought about. And I feel like for this particular thing as well, this is one of these things that if there's something that's been mentally conflicted, or if there's something that's caused you uneasiness and unrest, it's time really to put that shit to rest, mourn it, mourn the loss, and move on. So while all I said that seems really easy, it's time for you to make a choice to love yourself first. And if this is choice and love and other people don't like your choices, you're the only one that has to live with them again. So staying strong here, but using all the tools that you have at your disposal, connecting with the universe, and doing what's right for you. So the bottom of the deck they want me to show you is the 4 of Stones. And I feel like you're protected to make your choices how you need to. So don't get hung up on how other people will feel about it, how other people will think about it. And interestingly enough here as well, we have a stag, we have Bambi, and we got the ancestor here. All deer family. So for some of you as well, I feel like you may have deer totem, you may have deer in there somewhere. There may be a spirit guide that's a deer, or it may be really important as well for you. If you see a deer, take that as a sign for you. Watch out for deer on the road as well. That's what I just heard. But so this idea of attaining peace, this is really important that it came out. Because whatever you need to do this month, to make peace with yourself, to make peace with your decisions, and to stay in, I heard a stasis, like homeostasis, to stay calm and collected and cool in your world. Do that. Focus on your spiritual practice. If it's leaving a situation that you need to plan financially for, do that. Be proactive on it. Make yourself meals. Cook your meals. Spend time out in nature. Take care of yourself with this beauty ritual. When we look good, when we feel good, we shine a little bit better. And these are some of these things too that no one has a right to make fun of you or put you down for doing as well. As well as this is a way that we express ourselves, how we do our hair, how we do our makeup, the jewelry that we put on. And if you see here as well, it looks like she's painting henna on herself. Some of you, that may be really relaxing. So I feel like, remember, chanting and making an altar, your voice is heard, and there's so much power in the intention. So where you focus your energy, it's going to move. I'm going to leave you with one last message from the Isis Oracle today, guys. Advice, please, for Cancer, moving through. Thank you. So, we get the Mother of Life. And this particular card talks about sometimes we get stuck in the day-to-day stuff. And this one is asking you to really experience your life more fully, to live more freely. And it came out during my pre-shuffle, alongside of the Serpent of Fire, which is also about Kundalini rising, right? I feel like this is about getting your creative juices flowing as well. And I'm going to give you, that's the wrong book. I'm going to give you a little bit out of the book from this one, The Mother of Life. I don't use these cards as often, and they have so much information on them. Mother of Life. So, we can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut or habit that may have been comfortable but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave. Open your arms and receive. So it says, discomfort and unfamiliarity is where life is attempting to break through to you, to reach through the walls that you may have once created to protect yourself, but that now you need to either climb over, demolish, or at least open up with some doors and windows. The tricky part is that most often we don't consciously realize that we are not living. It is not until we start to live more trustingly that it becomes obvious that we were once hiding ourselves from life. So it asks for patience as well. In the same way there is a growth cycle required before a child can become an adult and tap into the energy of the mother within to nourish him or herself, so too do certain life phases require patience as they mature. As you're going along your journey, remember, it's all part of the plan, is what I heard. And if there's things that challenge you or scare you, take that. How did it make you feel? I'm also feeling as well with this, my voice is heard. Your voice is heard. You are absolutely, positively okay to talk about how you feel, to express your feelings. And what I'm hearing is, if you're talking to another individual and you're expressing your truth, are you feeling energy back? Are you getting a stomach ache doing it? Are you getting hit in different energy centers? Pay attention to that. And if other people really disagree with our path, you may feel their anger. And what I suggest as well is, if you're around people like that, take a bath. Make sure that you, and too many thoughts at once. Take a bath, clear your energy field, ask that that negativity or that energy be transformed, transmuted down the drain. Give yourself a nice energetic bubble. And again, know that your voice is heard. And even if it's not with those people, that is spirit and the universe saying, it's time to find new people. It's time to move past these situations. Setting boundaries is difficult with people who don't want to enforce, want to follow them. And sometimes when we set boundaries. It really pisses the people off who've been able to walk all over us. How dare you get strength to do that? Well, my friends, you have that strength within you. You have that power within you. And Isis is definitely supporting you. So ask for her help. That's what I have for you, wonderful people. I hope you have a great month. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.